This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Buckeyes will kick this deep to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphreys. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here in the opening possession. I'd like to have that one back. It's going to bring up 4th down. And the Sun Devils will send their punt team onto the field. And that sets up a return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. They're going to the air on the first play. That's reeled in. It's Martin. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, 2 conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these 2 leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same. Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
He's got it with room to run. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. This offense working quickly. First couple minutes already down threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down. He escapes the pocket. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. The wide receiver coming in motion now. QB keeper all the way. He converted on third down now. Sets up first and goal from the 9. The Buckeyes will line up here on first down and goal. Intercepted. Across midfield. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Sun Devils. A big defensive score.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Buckeye offense onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Looking for a gap. It's Martin. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most
breaks into the clear. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They connect for 6. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
You know, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. And they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies and provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Bringing it out, it's Humphreys. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They're going to run it here. He goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Looking downfield, it's saying. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Keeping it on the ground here. Now test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
4th down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, ASU. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Receiver in motion now. Play action here on 1st down. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for the wide out. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Can he get there on the ground? The Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback keeps the football. And the offense going backwards in that play. Defense makes a stop to wrap up the first quarter. Well, Kirk, Arizona State has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
Toss play to the running back going left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
For setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
You don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. Looking to throw. It's Sayan. And that catch is hauled in. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15.
Well, this is every defense's worst nightmare. They have everything covered downfield. The quarterback just has given up on the play, checks it down to the back. Instead of rallying to the football to keep him short of the first down, he is so elusive, he picks up first down yards.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that run produces a decent gain. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking right, this one caught. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
The Sun Devils line up with a first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession ending in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Catch made on the right side.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and short. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs, and we're seeing another one right here.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling.
Here we go.
And he'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Porter. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Man, that's how you respond after giving up such a big play through the air. The next play, you get after the quarterback, make some adjustments, and come up with a nice sack.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Second down now after the sack.
Base 27 jump. Base shadow.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just for 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal.
Pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
With such tough field position, at least you get some positive yards to give your punter a little bit more room, and who knows, maybe he can flip the field for you.
The Sun Devils bring their punt team onto the field, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. here's the return. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but it's a solid gain in return. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. On the move now. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Escaping the pressure, moving right. And he just throws it away.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. Looking for a man. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. To throw, it's Sayan. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab behind the line. It's spun. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Shotgun formation here on third down. Caught on the outside. It's Bond. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to pass here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Great patience here. Great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice...
Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and a chance, an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Boy, the quarterback catches a break here. That ball seemed to hang in the air forever. He catches a break with that ball not being intercepted and heading the other way.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw again. Tries to get it to the running back. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
Toss play to the outside. Finding some room at the 25. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? The 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. With sure hands, it's Bond. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep down the left side. Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play. Trying to run, it's Martin. They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this 1st down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for 6. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for it.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half. He's already at it again.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And now the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Now here he goes. Across the 40. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
They'll run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And there's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
Of 13. That's a 1st down for the offense.
Let's check out this running back comparison. These guys have been excellent, pounding away and seemingly only getting stronger. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Here comes a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They're going to run it. That solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. 1st down, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Taking a shot deep down the right side. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Bond. Now playing enough for a 1st down. The offense set up at the 43.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The pocket breaking down. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Oh, and it's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on a ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. So in this possession, a couple things in play. Can they add to the lead and maybe, as importantly, milk the clock? They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Bringing pressure. Wide open downfield. 1st down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Chewing clock with the running game. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll feed the back again. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have. You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
The Sun Devils lining up here on 1st and 10. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent.